suit, no tie. Woo! I'm ready for November. Because it might just be a landslide. Slide down that slide in November, baby. Oh, man. What's going on, y'all? I hope everybody is blessed, well, healthy, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life, man. One love, baby, to the human race. I love y'all, man. And I hope y'all been spreading that love, man. Bringing y'all the finest updates, amazing news. We're going to keep it real. We're going to have fun. Especially when your boy Rick got the suit, no tie. Woo! Oh, man, that truck's running good, boy. That truck's running good. It's running like a sewing machine. Amen. Said I need an oil change. They talking about, sir, you need new brakes. You need to shift light is going out. The alternator look like it's going bad too. I said, sir, do you see where America's at right now? All we can afford right now is get the oil change. Matter of fact, give my keys back. We're gonna keep riding on the interstate. We're gonna change the oil in November or in January. We're gonna change the oil in January, sir. Oh boy, Trump flips another blue state as Democrat get brutally. Oh boy, a reality check after that the disaster debate. Trump flips another blue state. Trump is just kicking it in the nuts. And I'm here for it. Let's go and get into it. Let me stop all this yapping and talking. I apologize, y'all. Let's go and get into the video.
Just a general question. Should Biden, this is just in general, should he be running for president? They've asked that throughout the year. Back in February, 37% of voters said that Biden just should be running for president. Now, right after the debate, they have that number dropping to just 28%. By comparison, they asked the same question about Donald Trump post-debate. The number is 46%. Now, more specifically, in response to the debate, they asked this: what should Biden do right now in the wake of this debate? And in this CBS poll.
Make sure y'all can see this. Should be 28% after the debate. Shouldn't be 72%. Who is running the country?
By comparison, they asked the same question about Donald Trump post-debate. The number is 46%. Now, more specifically, in response to the debate, they asked this: what should Biden do right now in the wake of this debate? And in this CBS poll, 64%, basically 2/3 of the electorate, said he should step aside. And I think what's particularly troubling for Biden in that number, not just the fact that it's 2/3, is look at within his own party. This isn't just his political opponents saying he should get out of the race. This is worry within his own party, concern within his own party. 45% of Democrats saying that Biden should step aside. And obviously that performance, I think, just reinforcing and maybe even increasing in terms of its potency, the main concern, or one of the main concerns we've seen over and over when it comes to Biden, and that is his age. This is a Gallup poll just before the debate, and already going into the debate, 67% of voters said they considered Biden too old to be president. That's 30 points higher than the number for Donald Trump. And just take a look at the other oldest nominees in history. John McCain in 2008, Dole 96, Reagan in both of his campaigns. The number was somewhere in the 30s, even the 20s for Reagan. That Biden number is a number we've never seen for any candidate before. And I will say, Trump leads by 2 points in the new New Hampshire poll. If you can read my writing, Trump +2. And the critical thing there is, in 2020, Biden carried New Hampshire by 7.5 points. So we don't have a pre-debate poll from St. Anselm was the pollster here. Their last one had been in December. They had Biden up 10 then. This is their first poll since December. But at least compared to the 2020 result in New Hampshire, their poll just after this debate is a pretty big shift.
Yeah. Them damn the left, them liberals are shaking out their shoes. Oh boy. Even that isn't that right, Jake? Isn't that right, CNN? Check this out.
Discernible pattern of Democratic officials seemingly trying to convince you, the public, to not believe what you saw and what you heard with your eyes and with your ears on Thursday night. Democratic officials have tried to spin this in many ways. They said President Biden just had a cold. They said it was just one off night, akin to when President Obama in 2012 was rusty and seemed a little huffy. But behind the scenes, make no mistake, most Democratic officials witnessed the same shocking spectacle that you did. The difficulty that the presumptive Democratic nominee, the current president of the United States, had just articulating his basic thoughts during the 90 minutes of the debate. With all due respect, it is not honest to say that this is just one night. There have been moments like this that people have seen in front of the cameras and other moments but with cameras not there. Just 2 weeks ago, let me just show this clip. There was another moment like this, not just a senior losing a train of thought, but something else going on. Here he is. It was an event about immigration. He tries to introduce DHS Secretary Mayorkas, and there's some sort of glitch. I don't know what it is. Let's roll that tape.
Thanks to all the members of Congress and Homeland Security Secretary. I'm not sure I'm going to introduce you all the way. But all kidding aside, Secretary Mayorkas.
I don't know what that was.
That doesn't trouble me at all, Jake.
It's bad, you guys. They can no longer gaslight unless they're, spilling alcohol all on the floor or live on the air. I mean, for real. As we've seen with Nancy Pelosi. Oh, Trump's the one who has dementia. And Joe's cognitive abilities, he's sharp. He's fine. I've been with him. I've talked to him. Hands behind your back. I'm telling you, we're going to get you at that Starbucks, man. We know you go to Starbucks and get that hot tea and coffee. We're going to get you. You think it's a game. Then wiped old Donald through the mud. Shout out to your daughter. And we caught you live on camera. Unbelievable. Hands behind your back. It's a lot of people that need to be held accountable, man. For real. But as you can see, they can no longer gaslight it, man. They can't spin it anymore. It isn't a cheap fake, a deep fake, red velvet cookie fake, throw it in a pool fake, AI edit clip fake, ain't nothing. Chocolate chip cookies, nothing's fake. My patriots are not stupid. We are not stupid. We see what's going on. And we've seen it from the beginning. And we become a laughing stock. Just walk outside. Look what's going on. Look at the problems, the issues, the policies. Look at everything. Unbelievable. And then this morning, they just had some more news come out that we're sending more money. Anyways, I don't even want to talk about it. Let's continue with the video.
Also considered an issue 4 years ago. If you look at the polling now, compare it to what was pre-debate and compare it to what was 4 years ago, it's just not even on the same planet, Anderson. If you ask voters now, does Biden have the mental fitness, in fact, to be president? Those numbers are incredibly low. The percentage who say he does not have the mental fitness, look at this. 72% say he does not have the mental fitness in order to be president right now. That's up from 65% pre-debate. But compare that to 4 years ago, the percentage of voters who said that Biden was too old. It was just 36%. That's half the level that we're looking at right now. These numbers are not anywhere close to being the same. 4 years ago, voters for the most part thought Joe Biden was with it. He could handle the job as president. You look at those numbers now. The fact is voters do not even see them on the same planet. They don't think Biden's with it. They do not believe he has the mental fitness to be president. And I have to be honest with you. I don't know how he wins with the numbers that we see right now. There is no precedent for the numbers that we're seeing right now for someone running for president, letting alone getting a nomination. These are the types of numbers, when you combine them with some of the numbers that we're seeing post-debate that show him trailing Donald Trump, these are the types of numbers that could end a campaign if he can't turn them around.
There is some comparison being made between Biden's first debate performance and Ronald Reagan's, and there were questions raised after Reagan's first debate performance. He came back with a second better one.
He came back with a second better one, but the fact is, if you look at the numbers that Ronald Reagan had after that first debate, the percentage of voters who said that Ronald Reagan was too old, look at this. It was just 27%. It was 27%. Age was an issue at 27%.
That was after
the first debate. That wasn't before the first debate. That was after the first debate. And I averaged 2 polls there. So it's not like we're just looking at one number back in 84. We're looking at 2 polls, average them together. There's 27% who said that Ronald Reagan was too old. Now that number for Joe Biden, who says that he doesn't have the mental fitness to be president, is well more than double. It's 72%. Ronald Reagan was able to recover in that second debate because voters were willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. The fact is, voters might have been willing to give Joe Biden the benefit of the doubt going into the first debate, but afterwards, I don't see it.
All right.
Before the debate, what you see there is Joe Biden losing the national popular vote. If Joe Biden loses the national popular vote by this many points, by 0.6 of a point, he would lose in the Electoral College by 315, 320. It would be the worst loss for a Democrat in the Electoral College since George H.W. Bush in 1988. Hard to overstate, because Democrats need to, and we say this all the time, but I remind you again, you can look at the state polls, hang out with the state polls, sure, but you don't really need to. Look at the national polls. Democrats have to win nationally by more than 3 points because the swing states are more Republican than the nation as a whole. Hillary,
now, I've been telling you guys this for the longest time, right? It's amazing how, you don't have to have a journalism degree, okay, to understand this stuff, okay? Because he just explained exactly what I told you guys. When you're looking at these polls, right? What you have to keep in mind, one, is that Trump underperforms in the polls, right? Trump typically always does better come election day than the actual polling suggests, right? So he's probably underperforming. 2, as a Republican, the way that the electoral map is set up, a Republican doesn't need the popular vote. A Republican can win with, 48%, 49%. They can win even if they lose the popular vote by 2 points or maybe a point, right? So if Trump, let's just say if Trump was losing by 2, he still could possibly be up when it comes to the electoral map, which is what actually really matters, okay? That's what actually really decides the election. But if Trump is tied with Biden or he's up by 1, 2, 3, 4 points, that's a landslide victory for a Republican. Landslide. We might as well just start cracking open cold ones right now. Barbecue pits is already getting hot. Yeah. Come on now. Absolute landslide. Right now, Trump is winning in a landslide. Like right now, he is from the perspective of the Electoral College, he is blowing out Biden, right? He is absolutely destroying Biden right now. Okay? That's what's happening.
Hillary Clinton won the national popular vote by more than 2 points, and she lost in the Electoral College. Joe Biden won the national popular vote by 4.5 points, and he had a squeaker. So just remember that a tie is a loss nationally for Democrats. Look at the swing state margins. Bring that back. I want to see that again. I want America to see again. Here are what the states looked like going. Again, this is going into the debate. This is before the debate. And this is Biden up in only one of the 7 swing states. And there it's by 1/10 of a point. Again, before. This is before. So if you're a Democrat, you ask yourself, how much did the debate hurt? And as we were talking about before, we won't know. We won't know this week. It'll really be next week because the 4th of July holiday screws up polling. So it'll really be next week before we see how it hits. But we alluded to earlier, that New Hampshire poll ain't junk, and he's down in New Hampshire. So this is what it adds up to. If Biden's only down another, let's say, 1.5, here's what it adds up to. Look at these numbers. This is 42.5 to 46.1. Balance of power. All Republican wins in the Congress and, as we know, a conservative-leaning judiciary. As Democrats think about the dangers of an open convention, of a contested convention, of Kamala Harris. This is what they're thinking about on the other side, which is a wipeout of generational proportions potentially for Democrats, given this map, these conditions, and what's going on.
Steyerwalt breaks it down. So,
yeah. So what you guys just saw there, he didn't even throw in, like I said, you got New Hampshire on the verge of being flipped. Minnesota is in play now, which is a blue state. Virginia is in play, right? So, I mean, if you go ahead and you throw in 3 more states who, according to the polls, again, are now in the territory of being swing states, right? They are winnable by Trump. Yeah, it's looking bad, right? It's looking terrible for Joe Biden right now. And again, that debate performance certainly did not help at all. Okay, it didn't help at all. And you know, hey, it is what it is, right? I'm pretty happy about it, but I will say we cannot get lazy about this. Okay, we have to continue to apply pressure. We have to continue to support the former President Trump, and we have to make sure that people get out and vote and that these numbers turn out to be accurate and true, because up until this point, the polls have been pretty damn accurate. Okay, even when you look at some of the smaller races.
We told y'all we cannot, the polls, we cannot get big headed, get satisfied. We cannot let off the gas now, man. And you have to get up off them booty cheeks. You got to go vote.
Okay, the polls have been accurate for the most part, so there's no reason not to believe the polls this time around. Okay, even though come election day, it could be different. Who knows? But if the polls are accurate, it's over, right?
It is over. Landslide. I'm ready to crack open a cold one. Get me a nice big plate, buggy. Give me some of them cookies and that apple pie, that banana pudding. The good banana pudding. The banana pudding they making now, it's terrible. Yeah, there's banana peels out all in the street. Kangaroos are jumping. Yeah, they're selling banana pudding, buy one, get 3 free. It's terrible. It's awful. Awful what they've done, man, and how they've wiped President Donald through the mud. Can't beat this man fair and square. So you come after your political opponent, unbelievable. But you know, the truth must shine in the light. And as you can see, we've been taking win after win after win after win. I love y'all, man. Happy 4th. Y'all drop a like on the video. And make sure y'all go check out my brother, Black Conservative's Perspective, down in the description box down below. But boy, oh boy, man, I am ready for a cold one. I'm going to crack open a cold one. I'm going to do it. I'm going to come in there with my shit. I'm going to get one of them. I don't know where I'm going to get it from, but I'm going to get me a cigar. I think I can go up to that, what's that place called? The liquor store. They sell them at the liquor store. I think they sell them at the liquor store. What's that place called with that little fox? It's like a bunny. Is it a bunny or a rabbit or something? Yeah, what's that store called, man? They got everything in there. Yeah, a long time ago I had to go in there to do a DoorDash order. Or was it Uber? It was a Uber Eats order or a DoorDash order. Yeah. They ordered all kind of stuff, man. That family was getting drunk. Man. And they left your boy a $80 tip too, man. Yeah, dropping off that good old alcohol. That family was drunk. They probably drunk right now. You know what I'm saying? And they probably gonna get drunk in November. Amen. I love y'all, man. God bless you, all of your families. Happy 4th. I love y'all. Let me know what y'all think about the video and what's going on, everything that we're covering. How do you feel about it? You know what I'm saying? Are you still with Trump? Are you voting Trump 2024? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know if you're ready to crack open a cold one. I love you guys, man. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.